Hi, Fired Up Jim here, the Fired Up Networker, and out here at Berkner Park with Mia. There she is, trying to figure out if she's going to do her thing or not. Anyway, what I wanted to talk to you about today was, hey Jim, how are you so fired up all the time? Hey Fired Up, how are you so fired up all the time? What are you fired up about? Guys, if I had a penny for every time, I'd rather have $1 or 10, right? For every time I've been asked that question, I'd have a lot of money. So here's the answer to it. It's not about a fake positive attitude. I have nothing against positive thinking. Now that's part of it. It's not about the PMA, the positive mental attitude. Has a lot to do with it, but that's what you're trying to achieve. So I'm going to go all the way back to 1984. Probably many of you watching this video weren't even born then. And I'm dating myself. Early 20s. Actually, I might have been 20 or 21. Probably 21. I'm 55 now. Had a friend that was a girl, not a girlfriend. And I had moved from the Midwest to Nebraska down to Dallas with a couple friends, and we were just working and partying and doing our thing. Well, one of the jobs I had, I got injured, just a freak accident, and I was laid up, and I was actually thinking about moving back to Nebraska. So while everybody else went out on a Friday night and I stayed at the apartment, this particular friend that was a girl that we knew there in the complex, she came by. So we were sitting there talking, and I was sharing with her. I'm like, yeah, I think I'm going to move back. To Nebraska and all this and that. So we were talking, and she said, Jim, is that really what you want to do? And I said, well, no, I don't think there's a lot going on back there. I don't think there's a lot of opportunity. And so, you know, I'd like to stay. She goes, well, here's the thing. Now, she was the type of person also that you knew she had something else going on. She was always motivated and energetic and fired up, enthusiastic, right? So she said, you don't make any decisions until I come back tomorrow. I said, okay. So she came back the next day, and she brought me a book. And that book was Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. Never seen anything like it before in my life. Never heard about anything like it before in my life. And that book literally changed my entire mindset, my entire life, really. That book did. I set off reading that book. And at the time, I mean, I was basically not going to go back to doing what I was doing, because what happened was I had fell like 2 stories off some scaffolding on a freak accident. The scaffolding broke, and I mean, I fell down into some rocks and dirt, and you know, two things either happen. You either don't open your eyes from something like that, or you do open your eyes from something like that. And I was lucky enough and blessed enough to open my eyes, and I said, Lord, I'm never going to do any work like this again. So, I mean, I've worked hard in my life, but I've never gone back to doing that. And so I needed to find work. I needed to find something to do. So what did I do? I was in the papers back then. Yeah, there used to actually be newspapers, papers, and instead of going online or on your phone, you would actually look in those papers for jobs for all you youngins. Anyway, they still do that, but not as much. I mean, like even around Dallas, like there's only one major newspaper now. The other one has been long gone. Anyway, so a job that I found in there that I was interested in literally took me, I think, 4 times of going down there and talking to this guy before he actually hired me. But I wasn't going to take no for an answer. And he happened to be kind of a self-made business guy and was into motivation and personal development also. So with him, I studied Zig Ziglar, Tom Hopkins, Ed Foreman, all kinds of people. and all kinds of techniques and different sales techniques and motivational and personal development things. So I've got a heck of a library now that's been 30 plus years of personal development and things like that. I've worked on it. Okay, so here's what happens is when you start working on it, yeah, will your attitude get better? Yes, it will. How can it not, right? So the positive mental attitude does come with it. Some people say, I don't believe in positive mental attitude. Well, okay, that's fine, but it's not, some people can use it in a fake way. That's not the way I use it. I believe it's all a part of your mindset. It's more of creating that mindset. So when you have things and issues and obstacles and misfortunes in life, maybe the downside doesn't last as long for you that it does for people that aren't into personal development, or even people, you know, that have faith or some type of religion. Maybe they rely on that too, and I do. But personal development has been a big part of my attitude, and that's how. So when I do have issues and I have problems, they don't last that long, and I do. I mean, I have them all the time, right? But so they don't last as long. You get back on track. Your mind will not let you go there and stay there once you've read and listened to and watched. So here's what I say to you. Read, listen, and watch something in personal development, self-development, faith development every single day. 5, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, as long as you can go. You can get on your phone, go on YouTube, put in motivation or whatever, and there is so much great stuff out there right now. You can put in faith and find whatever it is that you believe, and find something good to put in your mind every day. And do it first thing every day. I mean, first thing, get up, get showered, get ready to go, get your coffee, whatever, and sit down and get your mindset going. And I guarantee if you do that for 21 to 30 days, it's going to totally change your life and your mindset. So anyway, that's how Fired Up Jim gets fired up, stays fired up, and is fired up all the time. Go ahead and get down below, subscribe, and get the updates by clicking the bell over there, and we'll see you on the next video. Stay fired up. Fired up.